Before we begin, let's look at some samples of what this project might look like. All right, let's take a look at a few examples so we can see what's possible. This first one I have on screen here, we're looking at in grid view. That's this button right here. And it lets us see all the slides in the presentation. And this one has 25 slides. And they will get the ball to roll all the way across the ramp to the other side of the screen. I'm on slide 1. I'm going to click Present. So it fills my screen, and now I'm going to use my down arrow to run the animation. So that's a simple version where the ball just rolls to the other side of the ramp. Now, let's see what student imagination will do for us once we get to the other side of the ramp. We're on slide 1. On this new example, this one is 50 slides long. Let's take a look at it in present mode. Getting some big air this time. And now the fun begins. Nice color changes, more balls. That's 50 slides of fun. Let's take a look at our final example here. This one is 107 slides long, and you'll see that this student added some new items in there to animate, some little trucks. Check this out. We're on slide 1, we'll put it in present mode. Use our down arrow key to move the animation forward. There's our first truck. And here comes our second truck. So that's over 100 slides in that one. Now that you've seen what it looks like, let's learn how to build one. All right, we are ready to begin. First, we're going to be using this side of the menu a lot here. I'm going to click on slide 1. This is called the film strip view, and we'll use it to make the slides we need and also to quickly check our work as we build. And we'll do that by using the arrow keys. So you notice that I'm here on slide 1. If I click the down arrow, it moves me through the 4 slides. I can use the up arrow to move back up. So get used to that. There's a lot of that in this project. The other important thing to know in the very beginning is whenever you're making a new slide, it's always a duplicate of the last slide in your show. And right now, the last slide in my show is slide number 4. So to duplicate that, I'm going to point at that slide over here in the film strip view, and I'm going to right-click on it. And when I do that, I get a choice here called Duplicate Slide, or Duplicate Slide. And it makes me a copy of slide 4. That is now slide 5. On this new copy, I am going to come over to my workspace now and click on the ball. Make sure the computer has some grab boxes on it so you can see it. And then move it just a little bit. I'm going to use these little brick marks here on the ramp as a guide on how far to move. It shouldn't really be much more than one of those per slide. Now if you want to go to the expert level, grab a hold of your rotate tool and just give it a twist about 90 degrees. And you'll see that when we run the animation, this will make it appear that the ball is actually rolling. So I'm done with slide 5. Now I go over to slide 5 here in film strip view and I right click on it. And I make another duplicate. This is now slide number 6. I move the ball forward just about 1 brick length, and if you want, you can give it the twist to give it that rotate look, and then repeat the process again. We're going to duplicate 6 to make 7. So we right-click on 6 and choose Duplicate Slide. And now I continue the movement. Now, about every 5 slides, you should check your work. You know how to count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20. And right now I'm on slide 7, so I'm going to do a couple more and then I'm going to check. Right-click on the last slide and duplicate it. Move the ball. Rotate it if you want to. Duplicate slide 8. Move the ball, and I'm going to give it a little bit of air here. And give it a rotate. I'll do this one more time. I'm going to duplicate slide 9 to make slide 10. And move the ball forward. And rotate it a little bit. And now I want to check my work. So I'm going to use my arrow key, and I just clicked over here on slide 10, so the computer's attention is on the film strip view. And now I'm going to use my up arrow and run it backwards. Now we're back at slide 1. Let's see it forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can see the smaller moves make for a smooth animation. If you move it too much, it just looks like the ball has disappeared in one place and reappeared in another. So the next step would be to continue another 5 slides. So I'm going to duplicate slide 10, move the ball, it's kind of starting to come down now, and rotate. And I'm just going to go ahead and work real quick here. There's slide 12, and move it, rotate it. Let's make slide 13. A little bit of a bounce there. And then slide 14. A little bit more. And a little bit of rotate. I missed it there. There we go. And one more, because that will be a multiple of 5. And then I'll check my work, slide 15. And so I'm going to move it one more time. Rotate it one more time. This time I'm going to go into present mode up here, so it fills my screen. And here's what the animation looks like. I'm going to use the up arrow to back it up. And now I'm ready to set and roll. And that's all there is to it. You just keep on going and keep on adding to your story. Are you ready to set and roll?